Yummy, yummy.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God!
Ah, no!
Oh man!
Most of us have areas in our bodies that seem to store the bulk of our fat whenever we gain weight. These trouble spots are always a concern because, for unknown reason, they just love attracting excess fat every time we take in a few extra pounds. Of course, not all bodies are the same and everyone accumulates fat differently. Men are luckier than women with regards to this part. In general, females are genetically made to store more body fat than men. Men and women also tend to carry excess fat on their body differently. Typically, women carry more fat around their arms, hips, and butt, while men have the tendency to develop excess fat in their upper body, around their midsection. Body fat is essential to our well-being, as it serves as a source of energy and cushion, and keeps our body warm. What's bad is when the fat in our body becomes too much. That's when it becomes problematic. But as they say, not all fats are created equal. Experts determine that certain types of fat in certain areas of the body carry a higher risk for chronic diseases and may be dangerous than others. What makes a fat deposit good or bad depends whether it's visceral fat or subcutaneous fat. Visceral fat is the bad kind, the harmful type, the one you should worry about, and it's the fat that's in and around the organs. Subcutaneous fat, on the other hand, is the good kind, the protective type, the one you can poke or pinch, as it's the fat that sits on the top of the muscle, just right underneath the skin. Where this excess fat gets stored ultimately determines what health issues you are likely to develop. Sadly, we don't have control over where our body wants to store fat. It's the hormones that have a crucial say on this, as they are the ones in control of the fat distribution in certain areas of the body. This unwanted excess fat can show up in hips, legs, butt, thighs, arms, back, love handles, and the abdominal region. The question is, how dangerous is to carry fat around these spots? The fat flapping around the arms, legs, hips, thigh, and butt is much less worrying as it's considered subcutaneous fat. So gaining weight around these areas means the fat is passive and less dangerous, and you are at the lower risk of getting various diseases. In fact, experts say that having fat in your butt or in your thigh is actually healthy and should not be worried about. Usually, fat in the lower body is not stored in areas where it can do damage to vital organs such as kidney and liver. Another stubborn area for fat is the love handles. You know, that annoying pocket of unwanted fat around the side of your waist? If you have love handles, you don't have as much to be worried about, as the fat in this area is most likely composed of subcutaneous fat. Although it is less of a threat to your health, it is not something you should ignore. Having it may be a sign for a possible abdominal obesity, which can put your health in danger. So be sure to always keep those love handles at the minimum. If you have fat on your back, consider it a wake-up call that you need to seriously trim down. Back fat is usually a result of the extra weight around the belly, and its impact on the health can be as life-threatening as the risk of having a fat stomach. This then leads us to determine that no spot is as much dangerous as the fat on the belly. The abdominal region is the most dangerous place to carry fat. The excess fat around the belly is mostly visceral fat, that kind of fat that builds around internal organs. Since it's the worst kind of fat, accumulation of this fat in the belly is dangerous as it can wrap around vital organs such as liver, kidney, intestine, and pancreas. This can lead to major health issues like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol levels, cancer, arthritis, stroke, and even Alzheimer's disease. Although men have lesser absolute body fat percentage compared to women, men are more prone to storing visceral fat in their upper body, the abdominal region. That is why men are more likely to suffer from diabetes, stroke, and heart attack. There's a simple test to know if the fat around your waist is visceral or subcutaneous. They say that if the fat in your belly doesn't stick up when you lie on your back, it's more likely just under the skin or subcutaneous, the less worrying kind of fat. But if it sticks up and looks like you're pregnant, then it's probably visceral, the toxic bad fat. Regardless of the gender, a wide midsection brings a lot of health problems, so it's really important that you shed some inches off around the waist. For best health, men should have a waistline of less than 40 inches, and women's waistline should be less than 35 inches. If your waistline measures more than this, then your health is in danger, and you must do something now. Body fat can become hazardous to our health when it's more than what our body requires. It puts a toll on our well-being. Eating a balanced diet, exercising, avoiding stress, and getting enough sleep can starve off the fat we don't want to maintain in our body.